recently saw a video of a lady named Tyra Spaulding. She was a former Miss World or Miss Universe contestant in Jamaica. And I didn't know her in terms of the competition. I didn't know nothing about her until I saw a video talking about she took her life. It sparks me to go on a research just to find out who this young lady was. And it led me to her channel. And this young lady was talking. This young lady was crying out for help in her videos. And I can relate to her. I understand her cries. In her words, there are a lot of hopelessness. And she was crying out for help. She found that to her, there was no meaning to life. And I said I can relate. And the reason being, I suffer with depression. I too suffer with suicidal ideation and suicidal thoughts. Yes, there are more than one time that I would have tried to end my own life in the past. But Lord, but for the grace of God, I'm still here. And I end up leaving Jamaica. I don't live in Jamaica no more. I came to Antigua. I got baptized. And my faith has helped me a lot. My faith in Jesus has helped me a lot. And also my support team. I have a support team around me. It's not a big one, but I do have persons who will reach out from time to time to ask, how are you? Who know my story will reach out and say, how are you? How is life going with you? And there are persons that I can talk to long hours on the phone to just, relieve myself. And I have a wonderful husband that when things and times get so overwhelming to me, he would listen. He would listen, not with judgment, not with, like some, if you go to some church persons and you say that you are depressed, and they would be like, why are you depressed and you're serving the Lord? Have faith. And they will try to remind you of what you already know. But believe you me, when you're in a state of depression, you can't think of anything good. No good thoughts come to your mind. You could have known the Bible from back to front. The thoughts and the promises that you know that God has for you, they are blocked out. And all the negative thoughts are flooding your brain. But what I would have come to the realization that it is a seasonal, it's these too shall pass. And I sit in my feelings. I sit and I feel overwhelmed. I sit and I feel, knowing that this too shall pass. I have my wonderful kids, my husband, and life to live. I have a job that I love, which is a caregiver job. I love attending to persons that are sick and need help. They give me a lot of hope, because a lot of them, when you care for them, they feel better. They have this vibrancy. They look forward to see you every day. And you come, you give a smile, you encourage them, and they listen to you. There's some of them that are stubborn. and they don't want to take the medication or so what, whatever. But for the most part, they look forward to see you come back to help them to feel better. And that's a joy for me to know that I'm making someone feel better, even though in my mind, I am sick. I'm not in a depressive mode at this time, but there are times when life gets really overwhelming for me. Yes, and that tends to happen like around the beginning of the school year when I have to get everything together, ensure that my kids are, going back out to school. And there's some things that I do to lessen my stress, my burdens. I tend not to take on too much. I still do, but when somebody's depending on you at times, that can give you purpose. I don't know if I had it twisted, but that can give me purpose. Knowing that somebody's depending on me. You can't go, no, you can't think about dying now. Somebody's coming to do their hair, get their hair done. Somebody order cake, you have to get the cake ready for the person. Your children coming from school, they need something to eat. Your family's depending on you. I do feel overwhelmed, but on the other hand, I feel wanted. I feel wanted, so I kept that keep me going. I'm saying this just to say that there are a lot of us out here struggling with depression, and it makes a difference when you have persons in your corner. It makes a difference when you have a support group. It makes a difference when somebody make a call and check in, how are you doing, instead of asking you for something. You know, it makes a difference when somebody can listen to you without judging. It makes a big difference because mental health is real, and a person can look so radiant on the outside, but in their mind is destructive. Their mind is destroying them. Mental illness does not show sometime out on the outward, you know? So you can't see somebody looking so radiant and beautiful and thinking that they're not struggling. We have it wrong. And in our community, we're shunned. People call you crazy and all type of stuff. Make people afraid to really reach out for help. We need to do better. Jamaica, the Caribbean, we need to do better. That's all I have to say for now.